Alright, this video is going to be a little different. This little ball that's changing colors here is actually a stock market ball. And what has happened is, since they're getting away from the 3G cell phone networks and the pager networks, this little guy doesn't get a signal anymore. So it just goes into this random color change thing. It's supposed to be red if the stock market's down, green if it's up, and so on and so on. But anyway, I'm going to have to call them and see, because I don't know if they're going to keep servicing this. But the rest of this video is going to show old school cell phones. This ought to be pretty good. All right, this is the original one that I had. This is a bag phone. I bet you we're going to have another outtake like we did on the last time we tried to do this. There's a cat here, and she wants to get involved in this. She wants to chew on the wires. Anyway, this is the Panasonic version of the bag phone. It only weighs 7.5 pounds, and this is what you carried with you. It has a handle. I believe it had a shoulder strap. Usually I just sit it in the car on the seat, and that would work. And, you know, it's got a regular old handset, and I can't get the batteries to charge on any of these things. They're too old. You dialed it back here on the back. Uh-oh, here we go. The cat's going to chew on the wires again. And anyway, this is what we had as a cell phone then. Then, shortly after that, a friend of mine gave me this one. Southwestern Bell provided this one, and the whole back side of this is the battery. And right now it's got the 12-volt adapter with the cigarette lighter plug on it. And you plug it in, you know, and this powers the 12-volt part of it. This whole thing comes off, and the battery pack used to go in its place. I assume these were like either 1G or 2G. These are the original frequencies that cell phones used. And anyway, so they said, well, we kept our old one, so you can have it. So here it is. I don't even know if we can power these things up. Anyway, as these generations moved on, then they went to this thing here, and this was the, what do they call this thing? The MicroTac. This is from Motorola. Let me get it open here. And of course the little screen is cracked, and you sit it in this little charger deal to charge it up, and the battery is the whole back section of it. Kind of crusty looking. Tried to charge this one, it won't charge either. I don't know if these will go online or not. Anyway, you had to carry this thing. It has a huge belt case that went with it. But anyway, it's like the old school version of a flip phone. And then they went to this little guy, and I don't know what they called this thing. MicroTac or something. Maybe it was even, there's another name. It's the old clamshell version of the Motorola. And I carried this around for a couple of years. I don't remember if this one would do text or not. That's a good question. Anyway, it had some little plug-in charger thing that used this odd plug in the back here. It's got like 20 pins or something. And a little battery pack that came off the back of it. And anyway, so that was, you know, one of the other cell phone goodies that we had. And actually it was kind of convenient because it was small, and it's not like your current smartphones today that look like a 5x7 photograph that you're trying to hang off of your belt. Anyway, and then of course it went up to, and this one I would prefer to put back online. This is my Motorola RAZR. And they said they can fire this thing up again. I think this will work on 4G. Not sure. But I would rather have this guy, because one, if I can get it open, you know, it's small, it's thin, it does text. You know, you can set it up to do internet stuff if you want, and you got to pay extra for it. But anyway, I liked it because, you know, the thing folds up, fits on your belt. It's very thin, you know, unobtrusive. Things would run for like 3 days before you need to charge the battery. And I was happy with it. If they could put this back on, I'd get it. So in the meantime, I'm thinking about buying the new Motorola RAZR that has the flexible screen. Not that I need a smartphone, because the carrier is telling me, oh, you need to watch movies and you need to play games on it. It's like, no, I don't. So other than the flip phone aspect of it, that's all I want. But anyway, and this guy, if any of y'all have been in the telecommunications business, this is a butt set. And yes, this is an old rotary dial one. You know, still got the You can see here. I have a touch-tone version of this. I used to do repair work on the phone systems up at school, so I had a butt set. And it looks kind of like this, just has a touch-tone pad in the back of it. But anyway, these things are cool. This still works, and it'll still pulse dial. I mean, the phone systems are set up for it. So, and this was the charger for that. This guy here would drop into this charger. And I tried plugging it in. Doesn't want to work. And then, kind of as a bonus, I bet you some of y'all know what this is. It's octal base. It's an old vacuum tube. And this one got an air leak in it. You can see the stuff in the top here. It's usually what happens to them when the vacuum goes away. Something burns out in the tube. I forget what this one was. I think this was I think it was an output amplifier tube. But I'd have to look the numbers up on it. I don't even know if it still has the numbers on it. They may have rubbed off over time. Anyway, these little guys used to glow in the dark, get hot. You know, you could use them as a hand warmer. Here was the miniature version. Same kind of thing. Oh, you can see the crack in the glass on that one. Wow. Anyway, it's a little tiny miniature version of the same type tube. And these were usually preamp tubes. Anyway, and then this, you probably know what this is. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Look at this. Unopened, unused roll of Kodak 100 ASA film. 36 exposures. You took this thing out, ran it through your camera, then wound it back into this little cartridge, took it over and got it developed, and they made prints for you. Or slides if you had slide film. But anyway, a lot of old junk around here that, I don't know, brings back memories in a way, you know, so who knows. Oh well, hope you enjoyed that. A little collection of junk here. There you have it.